Okay, this is Friday, September 22nd. And Tracy, where are we and what are we doing?
Right now we're on Lake Charlevoix near the Coast Guard station. At the last minute this morning, our friends invited us to join them, and we are going with them
through
Round Lake out into Lake Michigan. We'll be traveling on Bucket List, and our friends will be traveling on their boat, Kokomis. Friday morning, we're heading out into Lake Michigan. We got to go through this little channel into Round Lake. There's another sailboat heading the same direction. Going down bigger. Our boat. And Kokomis is behind us. It's a beautiful day.
On this gorgeous late September weekend, Bucket List is joining Kokomis on a trip to Bowers Harbor. Unlike previous videos, however, we are concentrating on the journey and not the destination.
One advantage of traveling with a buddy boat is companionship. Another advantage is that we end up with pictures of our boat from across the water.
A queue of boats is forming to go under the bridge at Charlevoix out into Lake Michigan.
You'll notice that as we go through this channel under the drawbridge, we are motoring rather than sailing. We have established for this trip an arbitrary goal. What's our goal, Tom?
Trace, the goal is to minimize the use of diesel on this trip. Thank goodness we're in a sailboat and we can sail. The green line on this map shows the 36.3 nautical mile journey from Round Lake to Bowers Harbor.
Now that we're out in Lake Michigan, we can bring out that roller furling mainsail and enjoy the ride. No more need to use that diesel engine.
In the very light wind area right outside of Charlevoix, here are a couple of nice photographs taken of Bucket List from Kokomis. We are now heading south. The wind is still light, but starting to build. So this is our last voyage of the season.
We're going to enjoy every moment of it, knowing that when we get back, we have just a couple of days to get that boat ready for winter storage.
Wind is building a little bit. It's about 5 knots.
As we approach Bowers Harbor, to our east we see our buddy boat, Kokomis. To the west, we're keeping our eye on some storm clouds that are developing.
We're trying to run a wing on wing, very light winds.
How long until the boat's pulled out of the water for the season?
Well, this is Friday. We're talking next Wednesday.
5 days, huh?
Yeah.
Better enjoy this while we can.
Well, guess what? We are.
We turned into the wind to bring in our sails in anticipation of the approaching storm. Out there in the dark of a sudden little rainstorm, you can see a dark band of clouds over there. Sudden rainstorm. Our friends. Rain on our windshield. We got our sails in just in time.
About this time, our friends on Kokomis spotted a potential water spout that was short-lived and went back up into the clouds.
Looks like you're dressed for the occasion.
Oh, yes, I am. After the storm, bucket list motors into Bowers Harbor.
It's Saturday morning in the middle of September.
September 23rd.
I guess it's almost the end of September now. We're in Bowers Harbor, Michigan, the most beautiful, idyllic spot ever. Anchored with our friends. We're going to go into town today and have lunch.
On Kokomis. We're meeting each other on the shore.
We're going to have lunch in town. They're going to ride their bicycles. And we'll have swordfish for dinner on their boat. Sounds yummy. Bowers Harbor, Michigan, on plane. Tom thinks we're probably going 30 miles an hour. Feels like about 130. Are you going to want to row?
Probably. So here we have our two dinghies from Bucket List and from Kokomis. And our boats are way, way, way out there. So we're leaving the launching ramp and we're heading toward the Jolly Pumpkin.
Not a cloud in the sky. Remember those dark clouds yesterday?
Well, I just wonder what it's going to look like about 4 o'clock. This evening, we go aboard Kokomis, have a wonderful swordfish dinner, play spades, and enjoy the company.
Good morning, Tom.
Good morning. This is Sunday, 24th of September. And where are we at?
We're in Bowers Harbor heading home.
Now we should have a nice day of wind. And
The goal today is use hardly any power, use hardly any diesel.
that's right. So, speaking of cross training, Tracy's at the helm, steering us out under sail of Bowers Harbor. And we're following Kokomis, also under sail. Basically, we're going to go to the north of Power Island and then around Mission Point Peninsula, and then heading north. And with an east wind, we should have a really nice sailing day. Tracy's at the helm, steering us out. Once we're around on the west side of Mission Peninsula, we should have good wind all the way to close to Charlevoix. Heading up to Bowers Harbor, 24th of September, with our buddy boat Kokomis. Bucket list is on a gorgeous starboard tack. The wind is strong and building. We're almost to the end of the Mission Point Peninsula. Buddy boat Kokomis. Now we're doing 5.5 knots, and about 10 knots of wind. We hit 6 knots earlier. About 10 minutes ago. Okay, we're looking at our instruments now. See 5, 7, and 6 on our iPad. Wind speed is 8.7 knots, 60 degrees. Ray Marine, we're not showing the chart now, we're just showing the sailing data, showing the apparent and true wind and our speed.
Tom, how much fuel have we used?
Trey, since we left Charlevoix, less than half a gallon.
I guess we achieved our goal.
I believe we have. This concludes episode 47. Focus on the journey, not the destination.
We hope you've enjoyed the beautiful shots of sailing on this episode. Please be sure to hit subscribe, hit like, and leave us a comment. We'd love to answer your comments.